Hello, I'm Betsy Muller, and I'm here today to welcome the newest EFT International certified practitioner. Her name is Gail Johnson, and she's special to me because she was part of my very first Zoom training and proceeded to complete her certification requirements very quickly during a pandemic. So I'm going to ask her a few questions, and I'm excited for you to meet her. So, Gail, can you tell us a little bit about your life before becoming an EFT certified practitioner and what brought you to the world of EFT?
Well, I think that EFT rounds out a lot of my holistic searching in my life. So when I was in my early 20s, I made it a mission for myself to keep my body in as good a shape as I could because my parents, they did not have thriving bodies. And I noticed some reasons why. And I wanted to make sure that I would be in the best health possible. So I've made nutrition and exercise a big focus for probably my 20s, 30s, and 40s. And then when I got into my 50s, a friend of mine introduced me to yoga. And then I started to understand this mind body connection and that exercise connects to the brain. And the brain, of course, is what runs everything. And the brain runs our emotions. So as I became a yoga teacher and practitioner and interacting with clients, I started to think about how I could do other things. And a recent move took me from Ohio to Arizona, and I took a partial retirement, although I don't want to truly retire. And I thought, how am I going to build my holistic practice? And I had used EFT a few times after reading Betsy's Energy Makeover, and I used it with my students at school, even though I just had my training from the book. And I found it to really make a difference with their emotions. So when I saw the opportunity to take the training back in August, I signed up right away because here I was in Arizona with some time on my hands to improve myself. And gosh, I didn't realize how much it would do for me during this time of COVID. So as I then became involved in the training, it gave me an opportunity to meet people through Zoom because we've all been trapped in our homes. I met wonderful, wonderful people seeking some of the same things as me. And then during my client practice, I have to say it's helped me to be engaged in the community. And I'm grateful for that.
That's so heartwarming to hear. So I probably should have said that the way Gail and I met is kind of serendipitous. She is the niece of the innkeeper where I had done many, many wonderful retreats. So Joan Barris, her aunt brought us together, and unfortunately Joan passed last year. But she's part of our legacy together. And we always say Joan's nudging us. She's in the background. Oh dear, my phone's ringing now. All right, so looking ahead, what kind of clients are you really excited about working with based on what you've seen so far?
Well, I'm very excited to work with schools because I came from a school for students with emotional disabilities. And I spent 3 years there, and that's where I did a little bit of my dabbling with EFT. But I realized how much trauma is in the lives of our children and our adults. And the whole mind body connection with the EFT has just really resonated with me and how much this can help those populations. So I did a few sessions with schools. We did Zoom meetings and I tapped with staff, and that was very well received. And I think people really are interested in finding simple, effective techniques to manage stress and maybe even uncover trauma they didn't know was inside.
Absolutely. And I sent you a client, I remember, that had ADHD, an adult.
Yes.
And you were very
Yes.
helpful for him. So, I can see you being a resource for schools, for learners, for lifetime learners, and anybody that just wants to age better because you really
Yes.
get it. Yeah.
Well, and I have an inspiration. I'm going to name another friend of mine, Catherine Eyring. She does Aging Gracefully TV, and she's very interested in helping everyone as they mature.
Yeah.
And I think that EFT can be a lifetime practice that can help people with stress and better health. So I do, besides school, want to work with many different types of individuals and possibly even veterans.
Excellent. So, Gail, what's the best way for people to find you, get in touch with you, connect with you?
Well, I have a website and it's a little bit long, but it's called Yoga Lifestyle, the number 4, YOU.com. So Yoga Lifestyle for You. And then I also have a Facebook page that's a few letters shorter, Yoga Lifestyle for You, just the letter. And I have emails that are identical. So you could email me at yogalifestyleforyou@gmail.com. So those are multiple ways you can find me.
All right. And of course, you can find her as a practitioner on the listings at eftinternational.org. And I'm very excited for you, Gal. You're joining a great group of folks, and you're going to be part of the team that makes a difference
Yes.
in many lives. Thanks again.
Well, I really appreciate this opportunity to talk to you, Betsy, and I look forward to where the universe takes me on this journey.
Yeah. All right.